Yeah, good.
Subscribe or die.
There's your intro. Just Tyler. What Tyler is this? Is this Cole?
We only got 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Bet you it's Cole. All right. Let's.
All right, is this good? I mean, or no. We need the.
You look great.
Guns.
You look great.
We need the guns, baby.
Funyuns, he says. Yes, this is Tyler Cole.
Funyuns, it is definitely
Right.
Tyler Cole.
On the podcast today, we're just gonna.
This is a gun-free podcast.
This is a thirst trap for your snips. For your.
I'm definitely cutting that out and using it for yours.
All right.
Cool. So what are we doing? Welcome to the
I don't know.
podcast.
Where we going? I've tried starting like 13 times, and Ben's like, "Look at these guns."
This is it. This is the start.
Oh,
this is what you wanted.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
All play, no business.
No play. Who? Yeah. No, it's not us. Come on. What's going on, boys?
It do be going on. I feel like that's just my go-to response for when I'm like, I don't know.
You don't know?
It do be
Things
going
be
on.
happening.
Things be happening. I doing good over here also. It's been a busy week and a half, or a week actually. Jesus, when did we record? It's been a weird week with 4th of July on Tuesday last week. I've just been all thrown off.
Yeah.
I really want to show you guys something that I got in the mail today before we really get going. I might be getting scammed.
Okay.
I walk up to my door and there's like a really nice wrap package with like a handwritten like Taylor Steiger address and everything. I'm like, oh, who's this from? No return address or anything. I'm like, this is interesting. And I open it up and there's like Mark Matten's Main Street Money.
That's Matson, but sure.
That's what I said, Matson.
I heard Mattins, like mittens, but drunk.
And then like this booklet tape, like like this. It says words in here somewhere. And it's like I don't know, like why did this show up?
To me, that just looks like a bunch
purpose
of
for money. But like
someone left me a pretty sweet sketch pad. That's what the whole front of it.
The weirdest part was this was also in there with it, and it's like, ooh,
a little dime bag. All right,
what's that? And I opened it up, and it's a quarter.
What the hell? It's seed money.
I don't know.
It's seed money.
I don't know what's happening.
They want you to invest in their pyramid scheme.
But like, how'd they get my shit, my info, and everything? So I don't know. One of the weirdest things I've ever gotten.
You're special. You're a special boy.
The 2001's Rhode Island. Look at that bad boy.
Neat.
Look at that.
Neat.
So yeah.
Well, congrats, Taylor. Everybody, Taylor's on the road to become a crypto bro.
All right. Oh, been there, bro. Come on now. I made $100 during the Dogecoin days. Come on, bro.
Oh,
I was rolling in it.
Remember that?
Fat
oh my
stacks.
God. I made like $200 off of the GameStop spike.
Oh, did you get in on that?
Yeah.
I made no money because to the government I didn't really exist. So
elaborate.
Oh yeah, you
can't leave it there.
Nah. I went to sign up for like the credit and stuff. Like, hey, like sign up for investments and stuff. I was like, cool, yeah. Put in all my information. They're like, yeah, you don't exist. Like this isn't like the information you gave is incorrect. I'm like,
who are you?
But this is me. How is it incorrect? And I just moved on with my life and never looked back. And then everyone got screwed on all their investments. So,
well, if you stayed in, yes.
Some would say that I made the smarter decision to just not really exist.
Do you see they're making a movie about that guy? Paul Dano's playing him.
I did see that. It
looks pretty good.
It's
actually.
a little late.
I was
Yeah.
about to start shit talking it until you said Paul Dano. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go watch it.
There's a lot of good big people in it. It looks pretty good.
Like physically big or like big
Yeah,
names?
dude.
Yeah, absolute massive monstrous honkers of people. Honkers. I've never used that to explain the size of a person ever.
That's a honking man right there if I've ever seen one.
There's a damn honker.
Tyler in the chat is asking for a backstory on me, and I think it's a better idea to just create a 30-second snippet from the last 40 episodes of just random ramblings that I'm giving, and then just have that be the story.
Ben was born. Ah! Ben exists now.
The void comes for us all. I just appeared. I don't exist.
I'm Batman. That's it.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Andrew, very nice on that trailer, by the way.
Thank you.
Got
I tried.
New people following the page and stuff. So if y'all out there listening to this next week's episode, thank you for following. Welcome to the shit show, whatever you want to call this, whatever we do here. We just have fun and stuff. So we're is next week the 1 year 52 episodes.
The one we record next week will be episode 52. This is 51.
Wait, really?
All right.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I thought we started recording in August. I'm totally out of sync.
We dropped the first episode August 1st.
Well,
That's what it
we
was.
started. We had a couple recorded, I believe, if I remember.
We did two.
Right?
We dropped two at once.
Yeah, so we can stay ahead. But yeah, we're a year to this. We definitely started test running and stuff around this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
I remember around 4th of July. But yeah, that shit flew by like crazy.
My God.
But, right? I've been kind of wanting to go back and listen to the first couple just to cringe a little bit, even though it's still cringy. Like, I know, if we're still around in a year and we're going back and listeing to this, it's going to be cringy right now and stuff. There's just, I don't know, but
I went back and listened to some snippets recently because I was kind of trying to go back and go over a bit of some of the past bits that we've done. Yeah. And I forgot all about the freaking commercials that we used to do.
Oh, yeah, the first
oh my God.
That first one, I think we either scared people or people loved us after that first one.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, cool! The PSL guys are making a new podcast." Click, no. Click
why
no.
are we doing a year in review on the not actual year? You got a little teaser for the rest of the. That's what the next episode should be: is a year in review.
That's what we're getting to. I was going to say, Andrew,
yeah.
I think Andrew and I are planning something.
Well, this is what happens when you don't give me any show notes, okay? I just show up, and I'm like, hey, this would be great. You're like, yeah, and?
Ben, we post stuff in the chat all day, and you get a thumbs up every once in a while.
Me and Taylor are having an entire conversation all day. The first thing I said in the chat all day was, "Ben, did you see the Ahsoka trailer?" And then after we already do
8
all
hours
stuff,
later,
he replies, "Yee." That's it. Taylor,
man.
Ben. Tyler feels for you. I wonder if on his podcast he's the guy who doesn't reply to anything.
See, there's always one. Yeah. There has to be one. Every good podcast I listen to, there's that one person.
He says he is. He says he is.
So if I'm Charlie, then which one of you is Mac?
Well, I'm not Dennis. Well, maybe I am. Am I Dennis?
No, I feel like I feel like Taylor's got Dennis energy, but then at the same time,
Dennis.
At some self-reflection, I've too have some Dennis energy.
You have a lot of Dennis energy.
Honestly, you're just a little bit of everyone from that damn shit.
all of the scenes of him ripping off his shirt and screaming at people. I'm yeah, that's of all the people, that's Ben.
My favorite is when he's sitting in traffic, dumb bitch, and he's eating the cereal. I do that every day when I see someone doing something dumb. Anyways, quickly back to it. Next week, I think we're going to be playing some of our favorite sounds and clips from previously. And
so make sure to have your volume turned down.
Did you notice that I put the sounds in last episode?
I did.
They're in there.
And when I heard it, I gave you a little good job, buddy, and I meant to text you. I'm very proud of you.
I'm not going to hear about this again.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed sometimes when not the proper sound didn't show up. I'm like, where is it? It's all good. It's all good.
So how your guys' week been? Huh? Anything interesting happened this week?
I was just about to get there.
Crazy.
I'm glad you asked. I went to Seattle for a few days. That was a lot of fun. Rented a hotel room. Left a very bad review on Google because it was that bad. And yeah, ate some good food. Came home, relaxed, got a little high, the usual. Now we're here. How we doing, boys?
See, cool. Before we get into how we're doing, I do want to narc on you. So Emily started hitting you. We're going to Washington. Man, that was a jumble of just words for 5 seconds. We're going to Washington, and Emily's like, "Hey Taylor, where's some cool places to stay? You know the one place you didn't recommend?
What's that?
His house, your house. You didn't recommend to have a big slumber party." And I was
that's because his place isn't cool in his eyes.
Well, I know.
You don't want. Also, like, you don't want to sleep here at all.
Trust me,
my couch sucks.
I see the wall behind you, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good, but I just the invitation would have been great.
He's been under construction since we went live, or since we went video.
The odds of moving is not less than 20% every month as we go through our month-to-month lease. So I'm like, I don't want to decorate this just in case. So I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I see that every week, and I'm like, Jade just lets him leave that up all the
time. She hasn't said anything yet. She hears it. She's going to hear it now. Thank God. Thank you. I would offer, but once again, my couch is god-awful.
Oh, no. I would much prefer the freedom of just like, I don't have to tiptoe and everything.
You go learn in October.
Yeah. Well, we're only going to be here for like one night. So.
Yeah, we're just flying in for the night and then boogieing it out to Walla Walla.
Enjoy Walla Walla.
The capital of Washington.
Listen, dude, we're going for wine and metal, so I'm down.
Metal?
I'm having fun. Yeah, it's a metal and wine magazine.
Oh, Blood of the Gods or something like that. Yeah.
Blood of Gods?
Yeah, Blood of Gods.
Yeah, so they're hosting something and Emily's been invited out. So we're like, yeah, let's go check it out.
That's cool.
And she has a tattoo of their logo, so it'd be kind of cool to check it out.
Should have them sign it, and then you get that tattooed on you, and it's like forever. Those are so cool when people do that. You know,
she's written a couple I don't know if it's blogs or like articles. I don't know how magazines work, but she's written a couple things for them, like zodiac, like pairing zodiac signs with wine, and it's been kind of cool. So cool, man. Yeah. How was your week, Andrew?
Yeah.
This is so nice.
It was, I mean, it was a week. I feel like I'm the Ben this time, kind of. But
it's a week.
Yeah, it was a week. I worked. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do anything exciting. I went out driving around and shooting for the first time in a little bit for
some more drive-bys. I thought we were done with that.
No, not drive-bys. Not like you showed off at the beginning of the episode. But I mean, I don't know. Not a lot going on, honestly. Today,
I dropped my quarter.
Today was the most blah day I've had in a while, and I had to fight to pull myself out of the absolute deadness of today's personality before we started recording this. So,
dude,
do a good job.
I slugged a whole meal at Olive Garden and a Red Bull, and I was like, I'm set for anything now.
Guy, I had Olive Garden. We had a free, someone gave us a $50 coupon, so we used it like a month or two ago. And at the end of that meal, I looked at Jade. I'm like, this is the last time I eat at Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's not good.
It is worse than I remember. I don't know. Maybe they do it better in Florida just because it's Florida, but it is so bad. I am never going back there. Those breadsticks and shove it.
I haven't had it in so long. I don't remember. I can't even remember what it's like.
Yeah, I think any chain in Florida is better. Just because that's like their whole lifeblood. There's mom and pops and like independent businesses, but it's all freaking fast chain. So like the quality is high.
Or a pizza joint. Mom and pop New York pizza joint.
Oh God.
I as y'all know, I'm doing Uber these days and stuff, and thinking about Boys Trip here. Boys Trip number 3 coming up in October.
My week was wonderful. Thanks for asking. I was passing the turns. I don't give a shit about your Ubers. I was being polite, engaging. I was like, Andrew, how's yours? And I was like, I've got show and tell. I painted little things. Look at the lighting. I can actually show off my toys now. So here we have a little Terminator captain, and it's really cool because I painted him today, and that's what I was doing all day long. Taylor's my turn.
The one.
I bought some magic cards. I'm back into that. Ooh. I worked a lot, and that's about it. Anyways, Uber.
It's cool that you're painting again.
It is actually very refreshing. Like I was like, hey, I'm doing it.
Let's show off our artistic things and then ask Taylor to show something off. This is my first things. Take your pick. This is my first thing that I made with the overhead projector that I talked about buying. Taylor, have you made something?
Yeah, Taylor, what have you done creatively?
Besides the amazing under construction sign on the back?
Be ready to turn him down. I'm waiting for the screen.
Yeah. Sorry, I asked everybody.
There you go.
I didn't know that Taylor could do vibrato. That was nice. That was lovely.
Is that a legit compliment or no?
Yeah, no, I had no idea. Because all you ever do is scream and strum real quick.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like, you can do that.
If you ask Andrew, I could be like the fourth singer in a band. That's the background way turned down. So
the fourth singer.
I'm the drummer with a microphone.
Those busking traveling bands that just, vocal bebops.
Ben, you're just full of it today. What
full
happened?
Of shit.
What's brought your spirits up, buddy? What's going on? How you doing?
My random
cards.
No, but say that, and also just the random compulsiveness of just like, yes, today's the day. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of like, when I'm feeling jazzy.
Jazzy.
Well,
feeling quite jazzy today.
I'm feeling very nice.
With you painting again, or do you feel like you're getting out of some kind of funk you might have been going through you didn't realize? Because I feel like I'll stop doing stuff for a while, and then like I get back to it. Like, why wasn't I doing this? Like, it just feels a lot better getting.
Yeah.
Back.
Oh, no, it's definitely getting out of a funk for sure. Settling into my new job and having like my schedule kind of settle in, and having a dog. Like, dude, dogs set everything better. But no, just having. So with painting, it kind of becomes a chore. If you can't see all of these boxes, that's a baby mask. But that all these boxes here are just full of miniatures, and it's just like it's like, okay. And so you just kind of have to start. And then I was like, I'm just gonna start today. And I was like, this feels good again. So you kind of have to like grease those wheels. But yeah, man, I just like.
Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Did you lose your cocaine at the White House recently or something?
No. Funnily enough, don't touch the stuff. I got too much going on. But I have, but it just is.
Whoa! Oh, during your Russian days, yeah, that probably happened.
No, not my Russian days. No. Back in my ketamine. Trying to figure out, who you are in, Orlando.
Just Orlando will go do that to you.
Yeah, Orlando's going to do a lot of things.
I started drinking and smoking cigarettes in Orlando. I'm so glad I got the hell out.
Yeah. I saw myself going down a dark path if I stayed.
Oh, it'll happen there. You can have fun at Disney, and it just gets dark real quick.
Mickey Mouse after hours.
Yes. Back before I was kindly interrupted by Benjamin for skipping over his weekly question of how.
For once, it was a kind interruption.
I am sorry. I won't do it again, even though I'll get berated for why am I asking him this next time.
Doubt.
But I was doing Uber. I've been doing Uber, and I picked up these three young guys. They were like 21-ish and stuff like that, and they had just flown in from Salt Lake and gone to the coast for like the weekend, and it felt very boys trip type vibes and everything out of them. And they were definitely like little balancing composure kids too and stuff. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like flannels and jeans and shit.
I don't know. I kind of got stuck. I just picked up three guys, and I was just, like, my mind spiraled.
I was kind of like, do I make a joke or let him continue?
I'm done. Would you rather said three little boys? No, oh God, that was terrible. Kept that out. That's nope.
I'm gonna increase the volume by like
I'd rather you
12
not say that.
dB. I'm gonna crank it up to like 20 dB for just that three little boys. Just that, and that's it, and go back to normal. Anyways,
but I had one of the it reminded me of their boys trip and because they said they travel around the country together and just do like weekenders and stuff. But like in the middle of chatting with them, I had that awkward moment where I felt very fucking old talking to these guys. And like, I still feel like I could talk music and stuff with, anyone, especially if they're into my music. But like, I used to be in a band type stuff because they were talking about music they were in and bands and stuff. I remember those cringy talks with like older people that used to like do their young things too and stuff. And halfway through the conversation, I felt myself doing that. And I was like, I went dead silent and like, oh, that's cool. I was like, I can't do that anymore. So that was a fuck. That was a fuck moment.
Oh, yeah,
like,
dude. I used to be in a band.
We're finally old. Yeah. And then one of them was like, I need a new podcast to listen to on the plane. And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I did not do it. I was not about to fucking do that at all. It's just those getting old moments.
Dude,
man.
pimp yourself out, man. Just shout out like, hey, I got the show for you, dude.
I've done it like 3 times, and it's only because people ask me about podcasts and stuff. Like, do you ever listen to them like during the day, during your ride and stuff? And it just gets brought up. But no, I couldn't do that. But have you guys had a moment like that? Were you talking to someone like Ben? You've had to like when you're at these shows and stuff, and everyone's like 18.
Ben has that moment after 2 minutes into every mosh session.
I've been in these pits since you were born, buddy. Get out of here.
I done sprouted in this here pit, boy.
It sounds terrible. I was like, my immediate reaction is like, no, I just hit people. What? Like, I don't talk to them. I talk with my fists, baby.
You ever get worried that they're a minor out there and you go to jail for punching them in the face?
I'm not crowd killing. I'm dancing, and if they move into my dance area, that's on them. And if it's
2023, buddy,
I don't give a shit if it's 2054. Okay, like if you're in a hardcore show, you are willingly signing up to possibly get hit, and if you're not,
right.
I don't know. Listen to it on Spotify. Don't go to the show. Like realistically, like that was
these guys sound scary. I think I'll sit this one out.
Well, that was I think we talked about it, but so I'll just like briefly touch on it. But that's how it was at the Bad Omen show, where it was you could see it was all the TikTokers that coming out to see him because they're huge right now on TikTok. Yeah. And Invade Animate opened it, and I'm trying to throw down, not like hurt people, but like just open up the pit so it's safe for me to dance.
Yeah.
And the actual show, like people respected it, and they kind of jumped in. We were all like, it was pretty lively. But the one in Raleigh was like, I think I had 3 feet by 3 feet, and there was 15 people in the pit in that, 9 square feet. So it was just like, everyone's just like buddy bouncing and push pitting. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go outside and chill on the couch and just wait for the show to be over. No, I have that conversation all the time at the bar, though. When people come in and they're like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm from Orlando. Yeah. We don't talk about South Florida. And back when this was cool and, I miss these things. And when I used to do this, and that's like your normal, like, bar bullshit kind of talking. Like, you just kind of give a brief synopsis of your backstory, and you kind of just create a story. You just keep repeating it all day long.
I sometimes make up stuff just like to spice up the story a little bit. It's just stuff on the spot, but I get tired of saying the same damn thing 20 times a day.
I can't do that, man.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Oh, are you from here? No, I'm from Miami. And one person went, oh. I'm like,
oh, okay. Okay, guy.
I always say Miami because it's like Port St. Lucie, like, where's that? I don't feel like answering.
I mean, say West Palm. Miami. Everyone knows where West Palm is, and that's close enough.
I started with West Palm. Yeah. No one knew.
I work with so many New Yorkers, and they all know where Port St. Lucie is.
Of course they do.
New Yorkers do. That's where they. That's
yeah.
It's a second home.
Yeah, I can't start those stories because I'll get real strong and confident in the first half, and then trail immediately. Like you can pinpoint where I just lose the thought process,
care.
the lie. No, I do care, but it's just like, oh yeah, I used to, smuggle drugs. Oh yeah, where? Nicaragua. And I'm like, wait, why did I say that? Like, what? Like, and so like I will trip myself up, and it's a bad time.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, no.
I don't really have. I mean, I have those moments where I realize that, but it's not. It's usually not in conversation with people. It's usually by myself.
Yeah, because you work from home. What people?
Yeah.
Who do you talk to that you're feeling old?
Landon,
yes. Landon, I used to be in a band.
You're back in my day, buddy. Were you done? You were talking and we interrupted you.
No. I mean, it's usually not in conversation. It's just like by myself. Something will happen and be like, oh.
You just look in the mirror.
I'm getting.
Is that a gray?
Dude, I'm getting lots of grays.
Dude, same.
Got the sides? Dude, I'm excited.
Like the
I love
Reed
it.
Richards over
You got
here.
the sides coming in?
Yeah.
That's the best case scenario, honestly.
Really?
The graying sides is a good look.
Jade would be like, oh, look at this. I'm like, stop it. Yeah, it's
Emily will do that to tease me, and I'm like, no, that's great. I can't wait to have like the whole silver thing going on. So
little silver fox.
As long as it's like silvery and not that like yellowy white nasty color, I'm cool with it.
Well, then you just dye it. Come on.
Well, see, here's the thing. You're not a redhead, so you don't understand. But like we get like this like little streaks. Like you can kind of almost see one like right here. I'm actually just now noticing. And a little bit of white.
Not that great. Not that great. Over the camera.
We can't see crap.
All right, never mind.
Did you guys get the chance to look up on that Baby Gronk story I was telling you guys about?
No, I did not.
No. See,
I've heard of
here's
him
that
before,
info.
though.
Here's that info I put in the chat that no one listened. Okay.
If it's not Hazabula, I don't care. All right, that's the only little man that I care about.
Didn't he get arrested?
I don't know.
I think he did, but he's not like in prison or anything. I
think he some animal abuse or something. Like he bit his cat or some shit.
Okay, well,
even though for him a cat's like a cat-sized horse, but you get it.
Nice reference.
You like that? You gotta sneak it in. Oh, but no, it's a story go around. This guy has been pimping out his damn 11-year-old to media outlets everywhere. His son is a football player who got his YouTube videos, his highlights became a sensation online. You know how that happens every once in a while. He was just big ass kid. He just keeps trucking people.
Oh, this kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So this dad though runs his social page that has I think his Instagram has almost 400,000 followers on it and shit. And he's messaging every celebrity out there, hey, you want to do a meet and greet? Hey, you want to do a meet and greet? All these things, forcing himself onto shows and stuff. And celebs have come out, people are hosting other podcasts, different Barstool podcasts, because they're heavy into sports and stuff. We're just no, dude, stop doing this to your child. Even football players are saying it. The guy who Baby Gronk's named after is Rob Gronkowski. He's one of the greatest players ever, who's known for just running over people. And he's please take my name out of your son's nickname and stuff. This is literally degrading. It's literally the equivalent to those beauty pageant type women that has their girls in there doing the weird bikini competitions for 5-year-olds and shit like that.
That shit pisses me off.
That pisses me off.
That pisses me off.
And I remember seeing it growing up, okay, that's weird and stuff. But now, as an adult, it's that is freaking weird, guys.
Yeah.
But this dude is literally living through his son, and it just annoys the shit out of me to the point where I know this kid's probably he either's sick of football now or he will be before he even gets to high school. And it strikes a nerve for me because I was nowhere near this level, but I kind of felt that way in high school with my family a little bit.
The pressure to go pro?
No, not go pro, just to freaking play high school football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just been it's a weird story I've been following, and I'm hoping it just finally goes away and shit. I just didn't know if y'all heard about it, if y'all had any situations like that growing up.
I've heard of Baby Gronk, but I never really knew who he was. I just went to the Instagram, and the first thing I see is it's a picture of him It says Baby Gronk plans to start on the varsity high school team as a 6th grader. A 6th grader.
Yeah,
he just entered middle school.
There are some there's some school districts out there, or like some high schools that are like middle school, high school in different divisions where middle schoolers can play, and some guys that have gone to NFL have been known to play like in 8th grade. But like 8th grade, that's
on the tail end of the middle. Yeah.
6th grade out there is going to get his ass fucking trucked, and he's never going to want to play again.
That's wild.
Yeah. And he has him training like every fucking day. He has him doing this, that, media pictures, meeting like college athletes and stuff, like paying them to meet him and shit. And it's just so fucking weird. I remember, so I played all 4 years of high school. Football runs deep in my family. Like my mom can name you players on every damn team out there. It's crazy. And I loved it, but like my 11th going into 12th grade year, I had surgery on my back and I was out for like 2 months.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my lower back. It was like so like my whole 11th grade year, I needed that surgery, my football season. And like if I'd done it, I was done that year. I lose a year playing. So I was like, I'm just going to stick it through. I took some medicine for it. I was throwing up every day at practice. I was miserable, but I just stuck through it. But yeah, like after that surgery, I was down for 2 months. You know, we started working out again and I stopped going. And I don't know, I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like my team sucked. All this was happening. Like I was enjoying life. Actually, it was around the time I met Shane, our old Blood of the Broken guitar player, and I joined his band.
You started getting pulled into the music world at that point.
Started getting pulled into the music world, which led to, you know, where we are to this day. God, what was that damn not McVeigh? What the hell? McVeigh was a slammer though back in the day. Do you remember that band I was in with Shane? Imbibe? Was that the name of it?
Imbibe,
yeah, Imbibe. So I was starting to do that. I was doing all these things, and like I stopped going to practice. And my coach called my mom one day, and my mom don't listen, so I really don't care. She basically told me like, "You're freaking grounded until you're out of high school if you don't play and shit like that." And it's like, for what? Like I wasn't trying to go to college or anything. I wasn't good enough for that. And it's just kind of like, and the same with my grandfather too. He was worse with it, to be honest with you. But yeah, it just kind of struck a nerve when I saw that story, and I just wanted to bring it up. I didn't know if y'all had dealt with any situations like that.
Nothing hardcore like that. I've seen a lot of situations like that before, where it's like the parents think that, oh, this is good for him, and like
I just wanted to hang out with my friends and work in high school.
Yeah,
like I didn't care.
And they get so gung ho about you wanting to do it because it's quote good for you or whatever. That Sorry, Tyler said there's no sound. It's probably a streaming issue because we can hear you guys. Yeah. He just texted me too. Sorry, Tyler. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. I don't have any personal things like that. But I mean, I've seen there was a brief moment where I was kind of worried that was going to happen to my brother.
You know, I've thought about that, honestly, because I feel like he was kind of forced at times, too. He didn't seem like he was all into it.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at these days.
But then there was a lot of other stuff with him that I didn't know about that, like, he needed to for the social aspect. And, like...
I could see that, yeah.
Now he's thriving. He loves it. And he's actually, like, he's looking at colleges. Colleges are looking at him. He wants to possibly go pro because he wants to... If he can get in the NFL, he's like, I'll just stay for a couple years if I can and fund a bar because he wants to open a bar. That's it.
Hell yeah.
So
is he still using sour mix, or is he actually making margaritas like from scratch?
I don't know. So now that I'm not living over there, I'm not sure entirely how much he's into that stuff still. But he loves mixology enough that he wants to open a bar someday. And NFL is like, he's like, if I can get in there, I mean, I'll have no problem opening a bar.
Yeah, you'll have the money for it.
Yeah, and then he has the notoriety to push it. Yeah, then he has the notoriety to be like, hey, ex-NFL player now has a bar. Come, you know.
Yeah, just don't do it in North Carolina.
No? You don't think so?
Liquor laws here are wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you could. It's fine, but it's not.
In that aspect, you need. Sorry, I thought you were done.
No. I am now.
I was going to say, in that aspect, he would want to open the bar where he played at. That's where his fan base is and stuff. So, Why are we talking this hypothetical?
You know, if he's good enough, if he's good enough, he can open wherever. The fans will follow, okay? Because he's going to have fans all over the nation, all right? So what I suggest is middle tier Gronk, all right? So this is middle tier Gronk we're talking about now. I does christen your little brother middle tier Gronk, all right?
I'm going to change his contact in my phone. Middle tier Gronk.
Middle tier Gronk. How about you, Ben? Any forceful tactics by anyone in your life to even something you didn't want to do? You seem like someone that would not do what you didn't want to do.
No, yeah, I did my own thing. Yeah, what is it? Marching band was what I wanted to do, and then what else? Yeah, the metal bands and stuff were what I wanted to do, and I would say the church thing was kind of something that like I didn't care for, but I liked doing it because it gave me something to do, and it was more about like the group of friends that I had, like the
Felt
it wasn't about like I need to go preach the gospel. Honestly, I can give two shits about that because if somebody doesn't want to hear it, they're not going to listen. Like, just be a real person, and that's how you talk. Like, okay, we're not getting into that. But, you know, like the only thing I can think of is my parents. Like, as I graduated high school, barely. I got a full ride to music, a full music scholarship, and before I got that, my parents were like not pressuring me. I think my dad more so my mom, but it was like a joint thing. But it was like, yeah, you know, there is the military. Like, you could join the military. Like, the military is pretty cool. Like, your father and your uncle went to the military. Your cousin's in the military. Hey, the military is pretty neat. Your grandfather's in the. I'm like, I am good. I don't need that. I know I would be great there, but that's not. Yeah, it's 2009, 2010.
Middle East.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to picture what a post. I'm trying to picture what a post-military Ben would be like.
Oh my god!
Would you be wearing banties tucked into your khakis?
Low-key probably wouldn't be alive.
I'm about to say post-military Ben might have drank a lot.
I probably would have. Yeah. With the psychological issues that I already dealt with, that would have escalated things.
It went grim for me when Andrew immediately said that. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, no, that was the whole thought. Was like,
maybe let's not imagine that.
No, if I go into the military, that's going to be a career thing. And I was like, I don't want to be in the army or whatever for 20 something years,
right?
And like live that life. Like, that life didn't seem appealing to me. So and then do my things, dude. Just do it all. Do it the way I want to do it. You know what I mean? We just gonna go do our own thing.
I mean, I feel like if you're good at anything, people are going to, at least to a certain extent, like with me, I grew up drawing and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, he's going to be an artist. So everybody that's talking to me, trying to give me like advice for the future, giving me ideas for stuff to do, whatever, it's all centered around drawing because, hey, you're good at this. So they like push you into it almost. And it's I mean, you know, it's all love, like, because people want to see you succeed and enjoy doing what you're doing. But I don't think people realize that you're hearing it from like 1,000 sources at once. Yeah. And then it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you're obligated to turn something you're mildly good at into your means for survival. And that completely kills the passion for whatever you're doing.
Kills the vibe for it.
Yeah. A lot of it is the delivery too. Like growing up, like if it's my one advice for, I mean, we're 30. I'm sure other people listening are our kind of age. If anybody ever asks you for advice, don't be like, hey, you should go do this. Like, hey, have you thought about this? Like, I see some qualities and things that you might be into. Like, don't give an ultimatum. Give like an option. Like, hey, do some research. Because that seems way more inviting than, hey, this is the only thing I see that's good for you, so you better go pursue it, all right? Because otherwise you're useless.
And see, that's what I got a lot. It was like, hey, you're good at this, you got to do this. I'm like, okay, so then if you don't do it, if I don't do it, if I don't make it, I'm a failure? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Or like,
I'm 6'3", and as the amount of times people are like, oh, you play basketball, son? I'm like, no, I hate the sport. It's boring. No, I do not. Stop.
You're wrong.
I think move on. Yeah, I think the approach is what matters, like you said.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, that's why.
For me.
it was on was it Christmas that I came over, and your brother was all into the mixology and the cocktails and stuff, and I was just like, cool, man, I'm just gonna spend like 2 hours and just shoot the crap with you. If like you want to do this, let's do it. I'll jump in. We'll do stuff together.
Yeah.
That's cool. Going back to my football real quick. I ended up getting hurt my senior year, and I was like low key bummed, but also like
we go again with this story.
Like low key fucking excited because I didn't have to play or work out anymore.
Yeah,
my senior year.
Nice
I will say though, I keep saying low key. I do miss playing, obviously, and I think everyone kind of happens to them like something like a situation like that. But I don't know.
Dude, I've got something for you. Have you ever heard of beer leagues? Where like it's like the new middle age crisis, where like people in their late 20s, 30s, maybe early 40s get a group of people out and play like rough league sports.
I have, and I don't know where to go to get into that.
Just go sit on the bench at the park and just like have a little sign like I'll play football.
Honestly, actually, that reminded me. Over the weekend in Seattle, we went to a park just to walk around because it was a beautiful park and it was a nice day out. And there were like those adults playing softball in this field, playing kickball in that field. There's like 5 volleyball nets, basketball game. There was a marching band performing in the middle of the park. They were out there doing Daft Punk covers and everything. And I just sat there. I'm like, God damn it, I love Seattle so much and everything. There was like no kids playing in this park. It was just all adults. I was like, what is happening here? I need to know.
Didn't Facebook do a whole promotional ad thing about that? Like, you can find groups anywhere. Just go on Facebook, dude. Like look up like Beer League Washington. I don't know, and you'll find stuff.
My foot might fall off, but it'd be worth it for like the half game I get to play and shit.
Hey, no more gout.
You know what? Just cut it off. We're good to go. The last time I played dodgeball, I almost ruined Andrew and Aaron's future marriage. So that should be fun again to play. You don't remember that?
I remember something happening, but I don't remember what it was.
I got hurt really bad, and I kept. Me and Aaron were on one team, and you were on the other team, and I kept talking shit, and Aaron was joining in. And I remember you looking at her like, "Aaron, shut the fuck up!" No, you didn't say that, but that's what you were. I just remember y'all.
I was
laughing. The only time I ever seen y'all fighting before.
With you, I was kind of laughing because
you were laughing at.
I'm just providing some background because this is all that I heard when you're like, we played dodgeball.
Are you Twilight playing song? The Twilight baseball scene?
That's all I heard in my head is, we're out playing dodgeball.
That was the most cringiest scene ever.
Oh my God.
Terrible. It's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I was kind of laughing because, it was just another day in the life with you just talking shit to me.
Kick it to left field. He sucks.
Yeah. But then Aaron turns completely against me because she's just as much of a shit talker as Taylor is.
She can be competitive.
But the problem is she doesn't know when to turn it off. So
nope.
I was like, it got to the point where they're both going at me at the same time. And I'm like, Taylor's here and Aaron's here. I'm like, I'm like,
something you can't do with the boys and not the wife.
Yeah. She's like, I don't get it. Why can't I do it?
But good times, y'all. Game time. Y'all ready?
Game time. Okay.
Playing this or that this week. Classic throwback. Got tired of the 16-team brackets. I got tired of making them. I actually came across a website that will generate a this or that for us for random chats and everything. So,
hey, that's neat.
Y'all excited? We got the first one up. Well, actually, we probably should skip this one. We already know how Ben already hates basketball. We already established that. It's football or basketball. Would you like... Here we go. Pancakes or waffles? We'll start with that one. It just loaded in.
To answer your previous one, it depends on this country. If it's like soccer,
it's not football.
It's not football.
It's football.
Then I would actually prefer basketball to football.
Same.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes for me. I love me a good hot cake.
Yeah, I'd say hotcakes. Yeah, if they're made like hotcakes, like those like thin, just like stackers.
Thin and crispy and fluffy on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Depends what we're getting from them. Cracker Barrel pancakes with those crispy edges.
Who the hell orders pancakes at Cracker Barrel? Who the hell goes to Cracker Barrel?
Pretend you didn't say any of those words and move on.
You just said that to a Georgia boy.
I went to Cracker Barrel 2 months ago, and I hated every minute of it. Good.
But something about them waffles you make at a hotel. I don't know what they are, but I just love them. It might be just the feeling of being on vacation.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's the hotel experience. Like, man, I'm making some shitty waffles in this.
It's free.
Breakfast. Yeah, surrounded by strangers. It's even better when you're on like a youth trip or like on a outing with like a group of people. We're all like, nah. That's fun. I like that.
That's exactly how I was on all my youth trips.
Next one.
Sorry, before we get going, Tyler says boxers or briefs. Is that one we want to answer?
Oh, briefs all day. It's all
briefs
I wear.
all day.
I need some tuck.
Part of growing up.
Like, hold it all together. Come on now.
No, boxer briefs. Boxer briefs are where it's at.
Boxer briefs.
Boxer
yes,
briefs.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, not the tidy whiteys. No.
No Walter White special.
None of that. Walter White special. No. None of that.
Oh. Would y'all rather get takeout or would you rather dine at the restaurant?
This is a point of contention in my marriage.
Comes to your house.
Depends on the restaurant.
I prefer takeout. Because I
prefer eating at a restaurant.
I didn't interrupt you that time.
I prefer going to the restaurant if it's like worth going to and it's like an experience, like you're going on a date and like going for drinks after or something like that. But on like the day-to-day reg, like I'm taking it to go, take it home, finally catch up on some shows.
Yep.
And eat it all.
Yeah. The reason why I say it depends on the restaurant is it depends on what's in the budget. Because I'm not going to go for a nice night out and sit inside of a Panda Express. I'm just not.
Why not?
There's just something depressing about sitting inside.
Yeah, there's a lot of worries that come with that from your peers.
There's a lot of judgy eyes coming your way.
Someone's driving by and sees Ben in the window just hunched over a styrofoam container of orange chicken.
No, it wasn't even that, dude. Okay, so this. Oh God, side tangent. We went to a McDonald's before a movie in a rush, got some food. And this happened. I look to my right. We're walking out, and it's like one of those gas station McDonald's. I look to my right. There's this old dude, late 70s, maybe 80s, with a 2-gallon jug of milk. No McDonald's, just sitting there in the booth at a McDonald's with a 2-gallon jug of milk, just like staring into oblivion, and just drinking out of the carton. I was like, I have now concerns that will be me, and I never want to be in this position again. So yeah, we're gonna take it home.
Did I just see my future?
So if Ben ever gets Alzheimer's and is just sitting alone,
it's a high chance, baby.
Like everything from the past like 30, 40 years is just gone. But for some reason, he just hyper fixates on this era of hardcore music where everyone's doing the milk challenge. And he's sitting here every day of his life just chugging milk in a McDonald's booth and just puking everywhere.
God dang it.
Back in my day, half of this has been thrown up outside in the parking lot.
I forgot about that challenge.
Oh, yeah.
For me, we do like 90% takeout in this household or Uber Eats type delivery. But it also depends on maybe what we're eating. Like, I'm not getting burgers and fries delivered rarely. You know, it happens every once in a while.
Do you get discounts on Uber Eats since you work for Uber?
I don't, sadly. It's
okay. So that was my first like qualifying question. Second is, why the hell do you Uber Eats? That's like another $15 on your.
Yeah, I hate Uber Eats or Lyft or not Lyft, but you know what I mean, like DoorDash, all that stuff.
Yeah.
When you're pretty inebriated and you can't drive, you know.
Bro, that's why you always have an emergency bag of pizza rolls and Dino Nuggies in your freezer. All right,
Dino Nuggies
at all times.
I'm one of those people that stuff doesn't last. Like if I buy a snack, like I'm eating it in a day. So that's just me. Jade's stuff will last there a week in the fridge, 2 weeks, and she yells at me for eating mine so fast. But I don't know. It's just we get too high and we just order some chicken wings. Plus, when the munchies hit,
why don't you get the food before you light up?
Because
come on, dude. We're adults now. You can plan your time off.
Honestly, part of the reason that Jade and I smoke too is because nausea. We don't get hungry like that and stuff. It helps, the mood and stuff. It's hard to explain. I don't just smoke to smoke. There's reasons I smoke too. It helps out medical for me. But that's all. That's all we're saying. We're moving on.
You're kind of just proving our case. If it's medical, then it's like a day-to-day life. Like, you should plan for this then.
Yeah, it's more of like a
Like, if this is something you're gonna need to do, you should.
But I need to. My foot is hurting. My whatever is hurting today really bad. I should go ahead and get food and then just settle down, relax, and lie down.
Listen, it's Saturday at 3:00. I start smoking. Why am I thinking about dinner for like another 5 hours from now?
I thought I was bad. Holy shit!
I don't relate.
What?
I don't relate to that at all.
You don't think about what you're eating like the day of? I don't plan for the week. I think of like in the morning. I plan my day, but
I used to. But
I think about what I'm eating like all the time on the day of.
I just some days we don't even eat. We just go to sleep because we just not hungry. I don't know. Oh my god! I don't want to dive into this can of worms.
And you have spent this whole time grilling me about my mental health. What the hell?
Sometimes I just go to bed.
Just don't eat. I just wake up and sleep.
You don't ask. I ask questions. maybe I'm asking to see like.
Is this your cry for help, Taylor?
Possibly.
Next,
this or that. Damn it. Would you rather have a board game or a card game?
Board
game.
Depends on the board game, but I would say board game probably.
Board game all day.
I'm with you there. I'm one of those. Have you seen the memes when people start telling you card game instructions and it's just like my brain goes.
Yes. Yeah. All reason goes out the window.
Like what? What?
I love Magic and playing that. Like, that's an easy intro. Like, you just pop open a deck, play them, have a beer, and you're done. But like a good old board game that lasts like 4 hours. Everyone's sitting around, super invested. You're like those kind of board games. I don't like playing Chutes and Ladders and like that kind of stuff, but those really in-depth kind of games I'm into.
I ain't about Monopoly. I will not sit down and play Monopoly with anybody. I do not like Monopoly.
If you like the old school style games though, shameless plug, we're not sponsored. It's fine. But you should look into the game called Root, Root, and it is like old school style with new updated influences, and it's super easy. Takes like 20 minutes to learn. There's like all different types of factions. There's like cats, there's owls, there's friggin' badgers. It's like, think of like Redwall or The Secret of Nim. Yeah, like it's all badgers. Like forest fairy tale. Like the cats are the monarchy, and the birds are trying to uprise. And it's weird. Anyways, look into that board game. Hands down, best one.
I don't know who G is. Someone just got in the chat and their name is G, and they said Smokers Unit.
I think it's supposed to be Smokers Unite.
I don't understand.
That makes sense. Smokers Unite. In reference to what Taylor was saying before.
We have 3 people in the chat? Oh,
we have 2. See? We have 2 right now.
Damn it, Aaron.
Tyler also said D&D. I don't know if you know this, Tyler, but Ben is a DM.
Yeah, but D&D isn't a board game. That's more of like a 4-hour conversation with your friends.
That feels like a board game in my eyes.
I mean, you can.
I would say it's kind of an advanced board game. Almost,
if you decide to use miniatures and the whole setup and stuff, you can do elements of it. But if you've got that going.
Here's a very passionate one for us: hot dog or corn dog?
Hot dogs are more versatile. I feel like
that segment is definitely being played next week. By the
way. I don't know. Corn dogs.
Corn dog all day, baby. That sweet bread, and just like you can drizzle any kind of condiment or dip the condiment.
They good.
If you get a corn dog fresh out of the fryer and you can like, it's all crispy and stuff. There's literally there might be nothing better in the world with a little mustard on it too.
Yeah, take your bougie ass self back to Washington, dude. I'll pop them things in 4 at a time in my microwave, 90 seconds.
Oh my god, those are fucking terrible.
Gulp, like
no, absolutely not. Those it goes from the best thing ever to one of the worst things I've ever eaten before.
He checked himself there.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put hot dogs above microwave corn dogs. But
if I'm at home hot dogs, you can make them real nice.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
If you get the opportunity for a fried corn dog,
I remember when we were living in Portland, there was a food truck that would always come up to where I worked, and it was mostly Mexican food. It was a Mexican run truck. Oh my god, it was so freaking good.
One of those to just pull in.
Yeah, but that was a seriously detrimental thing on my bank account. But they also for a while were doing corn dogs. They just had a deep fryer in the truck, and they had like foot long corn dogs. And I went through a phase where I got one of those all the time. I cannot believe I didn't like die.
Back when you're getting chunky, it makes sense now.
yeah. And I don't remember who said it. I came home one day talking about it. I think it was Tyler. I'm like, "You're gonna turn into a corn dog." I'm like, "Yeah, probably." Tyler says ranch or blue cheese on the topic of the hot dog stuff.
Neither.
Yeah, Taylor's not a fan of either.
I always ask for extra sauce for my wings. Yeah.
I detest blue cheese. I like ranch, but I don't like bottled ranch.
Oh no, bottled ranch is disgusting.
I've heard that argument before.
Yeah. Like house-made ranch, like actual like proper ranch is really good.
I have to be the only fat guy in the world that absolutely hates ranch. It's disgusting in my eyes.
I mean, I don't use it on anything except for my like hot wings. That's it. But I guess
might be the only place that's suitable, and I still won't. But I love Cool Ranch Doritos. I don't. Okay.
That's not ranch.
We're gonna do a couple more.
Sorry,
okay.
Real quick. Tyler says ranch is buttermilk and sadness.
It really is. Buttermilk and herbs. A couple more because I want to get to the Graham question of the week before we head on out. Would you rather win the lottery or become famous overnight?
Win the lottery.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm cut out for fame. I'm not really interested in 1,000 people knowing who I am. So
I already don't talk to the people in my phone. Like, I don't need that many more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Very true.
Give me my money. Let me disappear.
I'd rather win the lottery. Which reminds me, Powerball is $750 million. I gotta go get a ticket. Last one. Are we sandwich with crust or no crust type people in here?
Crust? What? Who doesn't like sandwiches without crust? 5-year-olds?
Baby question.
Andrew's like, I don't like Chris.
No, you know what's weird is I've gotten to the point where I don't like pretty much any sliced bread.
Oh, you're eating wrong bread, dude. There's some bread out here.
I won't say any, but your basic grocery store like in a bag sliced bread, crust Wonder or bread. No crust, it's not good. It just tastes like chemicals, and I'd much rather get a really nice fresh loaf of bread and slice it myself and use it for literally anything.
Because we have like 4 different bakeries here. Just go get some fresh bread.
Oh, I do. That's
Jesus Christ, Andrew.
Me and Aaron just get like loaves of bread. We don't get sliced bread these days. But that being said, I do not mind the crust.
Felt that.
Now, the crust slice, like that butt slice, I'm good. I don't need that in my life.
The butt slice?
The butt slice, yeah.
I don't need no butt slice.
Quick side kind of tangent here, though. Do you cut it? And if you do, are you an angle? Or are you straight up and down sandwich cutter?
I don't.
There's something that is incredibly satisfying about a triangular cut.
Yeah, angle cut. If you cut it, it's angle cuts all day.
The corner going in at first. Oh no! Triangular is king.
Yeah, it's proper proportions.
Rectangular
you bite into from the side.
Yeah, rectangular is just the same thing but smaller. Why even cut it?
Yeah, I can't explain it, but when you cut it at an angle, I just feel like you lose some sandwich. I can't explain it. That's how I always feel.
That first bite, like right into the corner, is.
But you got half the sandwich there. You're getting nothing but crust in with the bite. And sometimes I want a little bit of both, like a little bit of this bite and then a little bit of crust action.
I kind of see what you're saying. I should clarify. If it's a non-toasted, non-grilled cheese type sandwich, just plain like bread right out of the bag, I don't cut it at all because I feel like there's no point. Yeah,
same.
But if it's like a hot sandwich that you make, or if it's on like a deli sandwich that's on toasted bread, I usually do cut it, and it's a triangle.
I can see
which
that.
now
I'll
I'm
give
kind
you
of
that.
starting to see. I don't understand the psychology behind that, but it makes sense in my head.
There's
you
people
get
that were argue it,
perfect-
especially someone in my house.
Perfect portions, baby. Crust
All
and
right.
center.
Good question. This or that's this week. This or that. We're going on to the Graham question of the week before we get on out of here. So, like I said, I went to Seattle. Good 3.5 hour trip for us and everything, and found ourselves in a Love's gas station, and was like, "Why do we always stop for snacks on a 3 hour trip?" And it's like everyone fucking does that. What are y'all's go-to road trip snacks?
Caffeine and nicotine.
Snack and drinks, caffeine and nicotine. Bro, have you seen those like caffeine dips? What are they called? Zenners?
Ew, what
Zens?
the fuck?
No, I can't do. No, I'm never. No. Okay,
No.
I was just wondering if you've seen those.
No, if I go on a road trip, I mean,
that
we
sounds
just
like
did,
sadness. That sounds like you're
It does.
desperately trying to keep your life under control.
No.
And they are popular right now too. I've seen them go off the shelves.
If we go, like, we just went on a 3 hour road trip, I get like some kind of espresso and then a yerba mate for later.
Yeah.
And then just rip on my nicotine and drink some caffeine and get into like a really weird like peaks and valley energy mode. and then I'm entertained. I don't need to eat.
Ride the high. What about you, Andrew?
There's a lot that kind of comes to mind. I'm not if it's like a big road trip, I'm not a huge snacker. I don't understand why.
Oh, okay. Real quick. What is the minimum where you're stopping for snacks? If it's like an hour and a half, like my trip to Orlando, I'll just get on the highway and go when we lived in PSL.
Yeah.
4 hours.
I feel like there's a 4 for you. I feel like 3 is like the minimum right there. We're like, all right, let's snack up. Get something, like a drink at least.
We'll stop on a 3 hour trip, but that's mostly to use the restroom. And that's at like the 2 hour mark. And then that way it cuts up. The last hour is super easy. Get it done with. But 4 hours, I'm for sure like, all right, I need to stop, get either like a bite to eat or something like that.
Yeah. No,
I'd say 3 to 4 hours. It's weird though. Like when we were driving out to Portland when we first moved out there, I snacked for a little bit on the first little bit. And then it was like after the first day, if we weren't having meals, I wasn't eating because something about just like pounding snacks while driving. It just like my teeth felt weird and I just felt gross.
Dude,
and like
them processed foods catch up. They start adding up real quick.
I will say back in the day when I was driving like for a living and stopping for snacks, it was a 7-Eleven stop specifically, and it was a energy drink of some sort, a Snickers, and a Slim Jim. And that was, and if they had fresh taquitos or like buffalo chicken rolls,
chicken cheese ones,
I would do like 2 of those. But
I feel you there.
So that's what I was gonna say. If I'm going south, if I'm going to Florida or something like that, I always will try and find a quick stop, which only exists in South Carolina and Georgia.
Yeah,
because their taquitos are they're phenomenal.
Really,
they're so freaking good. But my go-to, which Aaron got me into, is the Fritos honey barbecue twist.
She got me into those too.
Oh my god!
I don't know what it is about them damn things.
And there was like 5 people that said that on the on the Graham question.
I feel like everyone has a moment where those are like the only thing they eat for like a year. Like, oh, those are my Frito-Lay barbecue days. Like, that was all I would grab and stuff. Now I'll grab them here and there because I actually won't grab them as often as I used to because I know I will. I'm at the store every day buying another bag of them because there's like crack inside of them.
I can't start. I won't stop.
it was the munchies, dude. Back when they were really good, like a nice little blend of super cheesy chips.
Those weren't cheesy.
Those are good. No, munchies were cheesy.
Oh, munchies, the snack.
I thought you were saying you were having the munchies.
No,
I thought you were saying munchies, the side effect.
Called munchies, when they first came out, they slapped.
Yeah, no,
Doritos, Cheetos, like pretzel.
I'm a pretzel person, so that's always kind of my go-to. If they have them, the stuffed pretzels with the peanut butter, always. And I guess the drink kind of always just matters for the feeling. Do I want a soda? Do I want Gatorade? Water? It's usually water for me these days.
I've gotten to the point where I don't really
liquid death all the time.
Yeah, I pretty much always get a water. If I'm going to get something out of the gas station for a road trip, it's a water. And then all the crappy stuff I will eat, not drink.
Yeah. It seems like a gummy gummy of some sort is like a popular answer we're getting out of everyone. Twizzlers,
I'm
gummy
a sucker
bears.
for
Yeah, say well, the Swedish Fish or like a Twizzler all day, all day. Of course, can't go wrong with a good Slurpee, too.
You know what? I'm just realizing what I
Can't
like
get
to
it
do is get one thing savory, one thing sweet. So if I were to get the twists, like I said, I'll pair it with something chocolate as well.
Yep. Damn, Nerd Clusters was mentioned a few times on here. I've never had those before. Have y'all?
Dude,
pretty
it's
good.
It's nerd rope.
It's nerd rope, but tiny.
Oh, nerd rope. Oh,
see, I can't have nerd rope anymore. I used to that was my favorite candy for the longest time, and then I don't know. It became a thing. Like the weed candies were a thing, and they made a nerd rope version of it.
Oh wow!
And I ate the whole rope, and because I just wanted candy. I was like, oh, this tastes like a nerd. And then I had a terrible day.
Edibles will get you.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
I don't really do those anymore. It's PTSD.
Takis is on here a few times. It's pretty funny. Multiple people have mentioned just saying whatever gets me diabetes.
Yeah.
Multiple people said that.
Yeah.
You know, I have a hard time coming across Arizona's these days in my gas stations. It's always got like 2 flavors. I remember like going to the gas station, there'd always be like 10 of them.
It is less and less. It is less.
So those were always a grab for me. Just
they've got the staples still.
Cents. No, they do.
I just don't think they do any of those crazy, like the cherry limeade flavor. I would drink. Oh, dude, in high school, I would drink that on deck all day. I don't think they do the crazy flavors.
The pink lemonade was the one for me. That was my go-to. Pink
lemonade was good. They still do the lemon and the raspberry. I like the raspberry, but the last couple times I've had it, I've gotten like severe cotton mouth after drinking it.
I miss Sobeys. I would drink that stuff.
Original Sobe glass bottle Sobe
like a month ago. Yeah, they're like plastic now. Like, what the fuck is this?
I'll tell you what, man. Go to Starbucks and get a pink drink. It just tastes like a Sobe.
I said the same thing. Yes,
I had that realization today, and Emily got a pink drink. I was like, I don't know what I want. I'm gonna get one too, and I just slugged the whole thing. I was like, yeah, that's a Sobe. I don't.
Yeah,
I see why the crack addiction is here.
They changed the formula on a lot of their classic flavors.
It's not the same anymore.
I used to love their green tea, and if you drink the green tea Sobe now, it's just plasticky, artificial sugar, and it's so bad.
My favorite one was like the milky white one, and I'm just looking back on that now. I'm like, what? Guzzling some milky white Sobe.
So sus.
Ben, the only one I ever grabbed was like that mango yellow orangish looking one. I forget what it was, like some tropical flavor.
Ben's favorite flavor was the one where you saw that one guy walk in the movie theater with it and was like,
what is that?
Concern.
It kind of reminded me, did y'all see the FDA is looking into Prime energy drinks? They're like,
really? Oh god, that's hilarious.
I saw the article after I went to Target and bought like 5 of them because it's the only place I can find them, and they send me through a freaking, I don't know, like a timestamp. Like I don't even know where I'm at by the time I'm done drinking those things. So it kind of scared me, but I kept drinking them. They have 200.
Do you like those?
Dude, they taste really good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Really?
They taste like the fruit punch one tastes like legit fruit punch. Like almost a better version of Hawaiian punch. Like okay, when I say that, like old school drinks and stuff that we used to drink growing up. But I took a sip, like, oh my god, that is delicious. But I was off the fucking rocker drinking that. That's 200 milligrams of caffeine in it.
Is that what you drank the one day before recording and you were like on crack the whole episode?
I was shaking, yes. But ever since I drank those since then, like I haven't gotten like that. But the first couple times I've drank them, it was just.
See, I've never tried them because I feel like the whole time I'm going to drink it, I'm just going to be like kicking it back and be like, Logan Paul. And then like,
sounds like pre-workout to me.
They have creatine in it, I believe in it. Yeah, that's what most energy drinks that has no sugar in it, they have is creatine. I know that's what Bang has.
Well, no, creatine doesn't do anything. That's just like for
water. No, creatine's energy. You used to take that shit for working out.
I need to fact check myself, but I'm pretty sure it's all the B vitamins that are what do it.
All right. Let's see. What is creatine? No, not what is keratin treatment.
It supplies energy to your muscles and may also promote brain health.
Did all three of us just look that up?
We did.
We just Jamal'd the shit out of it. So
there's a lot of articles. I can't read.
You know what my favorite road trip drink is? G Fuel.
God.
Yeah, NOS.
Sign up with our code today. 30% off.
Damn, I really wish I had my G Fuel mug with me.
You have a G Fuel mug?
Yeah, I have 3 of them.
You have 3 G Fuel mugs?
Andrew, anyone that has streamed on Twitch playing video games has something G Fuel. It's just
I got mine after watching Russian Badger. He is a dude who does one video a month, and he's like, "Get my G Fuel flavor. It's called guacamole. It's called Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000." I was like, "That sounds right up my alley."
Jesus,
tastes amazing.
That tastes like.
Yeah, bought a couple mugs. They had like the whole like kawaii run. I was like, those are cool. And I got those.
I love kawaii.
Kawaii.
Boys, before we get out of here,
girls,
wisdom,
children, mother,
the girls
father,
who's
grandparents,
the
listeners, you ding dong.
I said boys, as in,
and I said everyone else.
I said, do you have words for the people before we get on out of here? I think it's like the 3rd time we've done that. Andrew.
It's a classic.
We do
Bro, this light. Here's my words. This lighting right now shows how tired I am. I did not realize I look this tired.
Them raccoon eyes are kicking.
Damn.
You don't seen some shit, boy.
This is post-war Ben if he had gone
military. Post-war Ben. There's your episode title right there.
I've seen some things. Andrew, any words? Say something. Subscribe. Cool. All right, everyone. We're getting on out of here. Next week, 1 year anniversary. We're going to do some throwbacks, so get ready. Thanks for joining us this week. Say bye, everyone.
Where did the year go?
Bye. Doodles.